They survived bullets and bombs, yet the things that helps save their lives is a guitar. As Mitch Jellicoe reports, this week's 7 Everyday Hero is helping fellow veterans follow a different tune.
You count up from wherever your first note is. You take 1, 4, and 5. So D, E, F, G, 4, and A is 5. I'm a passionately committed guitar picker. I'll fly away.
A guitar player who knows well the struggles facing our veterans. Peter Faris is a Vietnam vet.
I was in the Army from 65 to 68.
These days, Peter teaches free guitar lessons through a national nonprofit called Guitars for Vets.
We believe that learning to play music has wonderful benefits for people who have these kinds of problems, the PTSD.
It's a good outlet. It's a very good outlet.
Fly away, oh glory, change chord. Some of the people who come to us have had wounds that trouble them. One guy had a bayonet through his hand.
Others just needed diversion. More soldiers have committed suicide since the Vietnam War than have died in actual battle.
It forces you to focus.
It's just a whole new positive outlet in their life to stay connected, which is a big fight for a lot of these guys with PTSD, is staying out of the isolation.
It's a positive experience that pays dividends in many ways.
At the end of 12 lessons, if they've stuck it out, the national organization sends them a brand new free guitar.
The Denver chapter has given away at least 8 guitars thus far, but the real payoff is the joy that comes with the music.
It's hard to tell you how good it makes you feel to know you're doing that.
And Peter Faris has been doing it every Wednesday for 2.5 years.
I am Mitch from Denver 7. How are you?
I think I've seen you on the box.
You've seen some on the box sometime. We gathered the folks here in the hallway for a surprise for you.
Oh, wow.
Because we've heard all about your guitar lessons and how you reach out to veterans and help them. And so we wanted to recognize you for all you do for the community.
Wow.
So Denver 7 and American Financing would like to honor you as a 7 Everyday Hero for all your hard work and volunteering.
Good work, gentlemen. To nominate a hero in your life, just go to denverchannel.com, click on our community section, and then 7 Everyday Heroes.
All right, Stace, what do we got coming up?
We have a lot of things coming up on a 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, a few scattered showers early in the day, and temperatures will be in the 50s. Then we're in the 70s Tuesday through Thursday. A few storms showing up on Thursday, then a cool down for Friday as the storm system comes our way.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Love it. Coming up.
So cool. The Avs, they are headed back to the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. So what are their chances against the Predators? Lionel and Troy will discuss coming up.
Plus, the Rockies lost a glove and a game today. Where do they stand after the first 10 games of the season? That's next on Xfinity Sports Extra.
Welcome to Xfinity Sports Extra, and we have so much to talk about tonight, so much going on in this crazy sports town. The Rockies, just an average team 10 games into the season. The Broncos signed a new dancing punter and continue to entertain quarterbacks ahead of the draft. But we start tonight with a celebration. Playoff hockey is back! Yes! It just wasn't the same around here without you. But the Avalanche did it. It took every game of the regular season, but the scene last night at Pepsi Center, the Avs beat the Blues 5-2, a celebration dog pile with skates and sticks and blades of glory. Avs are in as the 8th seed in the West, headed to Nashville to play the 1 seed. Rantanen going in. Let's go now to the dressing room and listen to the Avs players basking in the glow of worst in the league last season to playoff bound this season.
Well, the fans are unbelievable. Everybody, our whole team played great, and I mean, it's hard to explain the feeling when Gabe got that empty netter, and we kind of knew we had it. So we're a proud group in here, and we're excited for what's to come.
The team just stuck together the whole season. We never used any excuses, and took till game 82 to get in, but we did the job, and now it's on to the next part of this fun ride.
Pure joy. I mean, we worked so hard for this. We put in a lot of time and effort, and hopefully the journey's not going to be over. But I mean, we definitely need to be proud of ourselves, and as we go along, you know, enjoy the process and the journey that we're on as a team together, and the closeness we have with each other is amazing, and it just shows what team chemistry can do.
The Boca shot.
is one heck of a group. I mean, this is, you know, I don't think I've ever been a part of a group with such team chemistry, and you know, whether we made it or not, you know, I'd still be really proud of this group, and you know, this is a big accomplishment to obviously make it after such a tough season last year, but we're not done. It's going to be a lot of fun, and what a great challenge. I mean, we're the underdogs. I don't know if you can get more underdogs than we are right now, so that's kind of what I said at the start of the season, and we got the same, you know, mentality now. We're just going to go out and play and work as hard as we possibly can.
All right, Woody Page is off tonight, so it's just we two. Broncos and Rockies insider Troy Rank, and Troy, tonight we got to make you the Avalanche insider as well. Look, we just saw a magical night at Pepsi Center, right? And we heard from the players, 8 seed versus 1 seed. Not impossible, but what do you think the chances are going against Nashville?
Well, he mentioned it. I mean, you're talking about underdogs. You're more like hungry dogs. You have nothing to lose in a case like this. You go in there, yes, you haven't beaten Nashville this year. Who cares? The pressure's on Nashville. They're in a good spot. They've got young players playing their best, have nothing to lose. You got Tyson Barrie playing well in defense. You remember Eric Johnson being out. That's allowed more minutes for Barrie. It's allowed more minutes for the young kid, Gerard. They have this eagerness about them, this confidence about them, Lionel. I like their position. Am I saying they're going to win? No. But I'm saying they probably could steal a game or two.
Yeah. I always love the underdogs, especially in a 7-game series.
Right.
Troy, you never know what's going to happen. And last year, the 1 seed Chicago Blackhawks swept by the 8 seed Nashville Predators. And in 2012, the 8 seed LA Kings won the Stanley Cup. So
I covered the Oilers beating the Avs as a 1 seed 20 years ago. So it can happen.
Right.
It's rare, but it can happen.
All right, check the DenverChannel.com. We got the entire Round 1 series schedule for you. Games 1 and 2 Thursday, Saturday in Nashville. Back to Pepsi Center for games 3 and 4 on Monday and Wednesday. Then back to Nashville. And the Avs will go back to practice tomorrow, Troy. We'll be there to follow the quest for the Cup 2018. Now let's take you to Coors Field today. Braves and Rockies finishing up their series. Kyle Freeland hit hard by Nick Markakis. That's deep to center, to the wall, and the ball and the glove both went over. Home run, and I said this earlier, it was glove on the rocks, Troy. Right there. Ain't no big surprise.
Love it.
There was tainted glove, and glove lost, and glove hurts, and all that. Braves led 2-0. It was 4-0 in the 8th when Cargo, the pop foul, former Rocky Charlie Culberson, played here in 2013 and 14, went Nolan style. That's good gloving. Over the tarp, into the stands, made the catch and knocked over a beverage or two. Rockies were shut out at home, though. That's the bad news. Braves won 4-0, took 2 out of 3 in the series. Rockies now 5-5. Padres coming to Coors Field tomorrow. Well, Troy, let's assess the first 10 games of the season. What can we take from a 5-5 record, a shutout at home today, and losing their first home series to the Braves?
Well, it's discouraging because if they're going to get where they want to go, Lionel, they have to dominate at home, and they haven't yet. And you get a 4-3 road trip, you're happy with that, and then you go 1-2 against the Braves, a team that nobody thinks is going to make the postseason. Here's the deal. They have got to be able to win 52 to 54 games at home. You're not going to do that losing series early. The offense has been struggling, and that's kind of a concern. I mean, Tom Glavine was the last Braves to post a shutout. That was 1997 in Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, Glavine. I mean, come on. That was years ago. He's already in the Hall of Fame. So, but let's talk about those numbers. I mean, that's what's got to bother you, Lionel, when you look at some of these numbers in the middle of the lineup, right?
Right. You're looking at Cargo batting .250, 12 strikeouts. Desmond, .229, 11 strikeouts. And Story, .211 with 14 Ks. I think the strikeouts are probably the most glaring thing on those numbers right now.
Well, you can win with the long ball at Coors Field, but you got to have guys on base to make it work and make it matter. And they're going to have nights where they're top heavy, where it's Nolan and DJ or Nolan and Charlie. But you miss Charlie. He had back spasms. That's the reason he left the game on Saturday night. He shows when he's not in the lineup, they have a totally different look. Because for all his greatness, one of the things Charlie does is put the ball in play consistently. Yeah. Got to start limiting the strikeouts, especially at home, where any ball in play has a chance to be a base hit in Denver.
Yeah, quick updates. Talkman did get his glove back, and Culberson came back from the stands as well. So everybody's all right there. All right, and now Broncos. Free agency continues. Last week, the Broncos signed a punter, a dancing punter, Marquette King from the Raiders, doing the, what did he call this, Troy?
The riding Bronco.
The riding Bronco dance, yeah.